Hey guys, it's Mandak coming at you with another haul video. So welcome into haul video number 74, guys. This will be called 74, but really this is the 2021 Harrisburg comic book trip that I took with a bunch of my friends a few weeks ago. And yeah, I essentially bought comics. This video is going to be a little bit different than my usual hauls. I know my usual hauls I do different segments for comics, cards, and Lego. Unfortunately, I did not get any cards or Lego on this trip, so won't have those sections in this video, unfortunately. But what I will do is I will split these up into separate creator, or I guess publisher sections. So I'll do one for Marvel, DC, and then all the independent stuff. So Image, Dark Horse, whatever, right? So that's the way we're going to do this video. In terms of money spent, I spent about $200 on everything I have here today, which, considering what I got, is actually not too bad. So got a lot of stuff for at least half off, if not more, which was really good. A lot of the stuff I found was stuff that I needed for my collection, so very cool to get that, as well as some new stuff that I'm willing to try out as it kind of piqued my interest. So a good mix there. I do have one action figure that I will be showing to you guys, as well as some other weird stuff too. So, but yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So we'll do Marvel, DC, and then independent. So that is our order, and we'll get into it. All right, guys, welcome to part one. This is the Marvel section of the haul video. So just going over all the stuff Marvel related that I got. So starting off with some stuff that isn't actually comic books, but stuff that I figured I'd show is something I found at one of the stores. It was trading cards. Not trading cards. It was playing cards. And they are the Iron Man playing. Keep saying trading cards. Iron Man playing cards. So these are really cool. Yeah, I actually opened these up and took a look at them. Each card has a different piece of art on it. So I was going into this half expecting all the kings to have the same art, all the queens have the same art, but it actually turns out every single card has a different piece of art. So if you're ever looking for like cool little playing cards to have, I think they do a bunch of these different types of things, so you can probably find them out there. But yeah, picked up the Iron Man ones, so very cool to have those. Next thing, not really a comic book, but something related to comic books, is a Marvel Legends figure that I ended up picking up. This one's a little bit more deluxe, if you will, than the regular Legends figures, which go for about $25. This one I got for $40. I'm not sure if it was marked up or if I just got it for whatever the MSRP was, but that Legends figure is War Machine. So yeah, very excited to get this. This is the classic War Machine armor from the comics, so nothing here from the movies per se, but it even comes with Rhodey's head, which is the classic head from the 90s, it looks like. So what's nice about this, I think what makes it $40, is you get like extra stands here for like the repulsors, as well as some extra accessories for the guns and stuff. So I thought this was a good deal. I'm very excited to purchase this. I don't really buy a lot of Legends figures, honestly. The only ones I have in my collection right now are the Rescue Marvel Legends figure and the 75th anniversary Marvel Iron Man. So I know there's a bunch of Iron Man Legends figures coming out this summer, I think on August 1st. So definitely want to pick up some of those as well. But for the meantime, I'll be happy with this, just getting this one. So very excited to get that. Okay. In terms of comics, ended up only getting one single issue. Didn't really focus too much on single issues this year. Just honestly didn't really have time for it, really, to be we were on a pretty good clip of being at the stores, so didn't really see the need to look at a lot of single issues. Just didn't really see a need there. But I was able to find one at a store for 50% off, and it was one that I needed for my collection, and I really hope I put this in my database because this issue looks very familiar now that I'm looking at it. But anyways, that is Iron Man number 95. Got this for $3, so not really too much an investment, but this is a issue where Ultimo is facing off against Iron Man, or Iron Man's facing off against Ultimo. Probably should have said it that way. But yeah, very excited to get this, and just scratching off more Iron Man single issues off my list that I need to get to. I think, like I said, I'm over 75% of the way there in terms of Volume 1 issues collected for Iron Man. So slowly but surely getting to that 100% mark. Don't know if I'll ever get fully there, but one can hope, right? So there's that. Next book here I got was an Epic collection that I found at one of the stores that is actually out of print right now, and was one that I was thinking about getting. Never bought it when it came out, missed out on it, and I doubt it's going to get reprinted, so that's why I decided to pick it up for 50% off of what the MSRP was going for, which is actually better than IST, and that is the third Epic collection of X-Men, The Sentinels Live. This collects issues 46 through 66 of X-Men, and material from Kazar 2 through 3, and Marvel Tales number 30. So this is the last volume, I think, before we get into Volume 4, which is kind of like collected stuff of X-Men appearance, like X-Men character appearances in other books. So this is the last proper X-Men, like new material stuff, I think, before they started doing reprints. Because issues 67 through 92 or something were reprints of old X-Men issues. I could be wrong on that, I'm not sure, but yeah, this is really nice to get, especially for 50% off. I know that Marvel announced reprints of the 2 original Silver Age X-Men omnibus. At this point, don't really see the need to go buy those, so I will be content with just keeping the epics for now and reading them this way. This material is obviously the origins of the team and the characters that are in it, but definitely not the best material to read, but I still want to read it. I know that the, Neil Adams' art is pretty interesting in some of this stuff. I know he comes on at some point, and Roy Thomas taking over the writing as well is interesting to kind of read as well. So, but yeah, that is X-Men Epic Collection, Volume 3, The Sentinels Live. This next epic was one that I had on my IST list. I was actually close to pulling the trigger on this, and I'm so glad I didn't because I was able to wait and get it for a decent sale here and save some money on it too. So that is Marvel 2-in-1, Volume 1. This collects Marvel Feature numbers 11 through 12, Marvel 2-in-1 numbers 1 through 19, and Marvel Team Up number 47. So just looking at the back here, I think I've read this issue before. This is a feature with The Thing and the Guardians of the Galaxy. So I believe I've read that, but yeah, looking at this epic, thinner than I expected, honestly. Did not expect this to be this thin. So glad I didn't spend the money and buy it on IST. Got it for a little bit cheaper here. Got it for 20 bucks again, so half off. And looks like this book recently came in too. This came in, like, I guess this was traded in on June 8th. I was at that store on June 12th, so very happy to pick that up very quickly there. So you can see here kind of some of the art going on here. So very excited to give this a read. You can see here the main headline for this book, that obviously the cover they went with is The Thing versus the Hulk. So excited to read that battle confrontation, whatever that will be, what form that will take, we'll see. Next 2 books here are part of a collection, so I'll show them together. So my friend recently, Marvel announced and I think released a reprint of the Inferno Omnibus. So my friend went ahead and bought that, and he sold me his paperbacks. So I was able to save some money. I was tempted to get the Omnibus, kind of decided to pass on it because I could get the paperbacks for cheaper, same price. Just made sense to me. And so I got both volumes from him for that. So The first volume collects issues, or Power Pack number 40, 42 to 43, X Factor numbers 33 to 36, Exterminators 1 through 4, Uncanny X-Men numbers 239 to 240, and New Mutants 71 to 72. Volume 2 collects Uncanny X-Men 241 to 243, Excalibur 6 through 7, which I've actually already read in the first Excalibur Epic Collection. X Factor number 37 through 40, New Mutants number 73, Cloak and Dagger number 4, and Power Pack number 44, also material from X Factor Annual number 4. So, yeah, I definitely have read one little piece of this story in Excalibur, but obviously I have not read the full event, so, or crossover, whatever you want to call it. So I'll be very excited to read this, and we'll see how it goes. So for anyone who isn't curious, doesn't know, basically, from what I've heard about this series or this story, is that New York gets taken over by like hell demons and stuff, and I guess Rachel or Madeline Pryor, I guess, becomes, or Rachel Gray, I don't know who it is. Someone becomes the queen of the demons, and then the X-Men team up. I don't know if that's correct. I could be wrong, and I haven't read it yet, but yeah, very excited to get those as well. And the last, well, that was really squeaky. The last book I got here from my Marvel haul here is the second hardcover for Black Panther by Ta-Nehisi Coates. So I got the first one. Can't remember where I bought that at, honestly. I think I bought it. I'm trying to think. I can't remember. Anyways, I think I bought it, actually, now I think about it, I bought it at Second and Charles. And I bought this one at Second and Charles. So, thank God. This one was $17. A little bit pricey, but honestly, these hardcovers go for $35. So, that's 50% off. So, better deal than I would get pretty much anywhere right now. So, this collects issues 13 through 18 of the 2016 series. And then it got renumbered to 166 to 172 for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, there's that on the back there. So, very excited to read this series. I have a lot of Black Panther I gotta catch up on. I have not yet read Priest Run or Hudlin's Run. I've not read this run yet. I have not read the Jack Kirby stuff yet, which I'm very excited to read too at some point. So, got a lot of Black Panther reading left to do. But, yeah. Very excited to get this hardcover, so nice format to have that in. And that is the conclusion of my Marvel haul, guys. So on to DC. All right, guys, so on to our DC stuff. I do have some small trades to go over here of DC, so I do have some, good amount of stuff to go over here, so we'll get through it. Sorry, I'm just rearranging my books here. Where do I start? I guess I'll start with these. So picked up volumes 2 and 3 of the Rebirth Wonder Woman stuff. So got these for $5 and $8. So, two trades for $13 combined. I think that's a pretty good deal. This collects issues. Doesn't say. Why doesn't it say what issues it collects on the back? Anyways, you guys can look them up. But, yep, got the first trade a while back and decided to keep continuing to buy the series. And these Rebirth trades becoming a little bit harder to track down nowadays, I feel like. But at least they're going on sale now. I remember when I first saw these out there, they were still full price, which kind of sucked. But, yeah, there's those. Next thing I got here was actually at an Ollie's, and it's going to make me want to go out and get the first trade of it, and that is Nightwing Volume 2 of the Rebirth series. So this collects issues 9 through 15 of that series. So you can see here some of the art going on. So very interested to get into Nightwing. I don't have any Nightwing stuff, solely just Nightwing in my collection, so this will be the first thing to add to that. So you can see there the back as well. So very excited to get that as well. Pretty sure I just said the same thing twice, whatever. This next book, again, got it at Ollie's. So for anyone out there who's curious, Ollie's does sell discount graphic novels and comics. So if you want to go out there and check what they have. My friends were telling me that there's a more expanded hardcover coming out for this, but I decided to go ahead and buy it here just to give it a try at some point. And that is the Death of Superman paperback. Trying to see what this collects in here. I will say the paper in this is definitely not the best. It's definitely a little bit cheaper, on the cheaper end of books, or of paper quality, I guess. This collects Superman the Man of Steel, numbers 17 through 19. Superman 73 through 75. Adventures of Superman 496 through 497. Action Comics 683 to 684. And Justice League, of America 69. So, got this for $3. So, honestly, probably cannot find a better deal for it, really. And very excited to get this. So, we'll give that a read. Excited to see what that whole thing's about. Obviously, I know what it's about, but like seeing how it turns out. This next book is one of a series that I've been collecting, and some of the books are out of print. So, hopefully, I can find volumes 4 and 5 at this point, and that is Suicide Squad by John Ostrander. So I got volume 6 here. This collects issues 40 through 49 of his series. Got this again for $4, so really can't beat that price. It's a pretty good price. Literally 80% off, which is insane. You can see the back. Excuse me, I'm burping a little bit here, my bad. See some of the art here. At this point, Luke McDonnell has left the book. He's not penciling it anymore, so that's a little bit of a bummer. But again, this art's still really nice, so I don't think I'll be disappointed. So, yeah, that's volume 6, titled The Phoenix Gambit for Suicide Squad. Okay. Last book I got here is also... Oh, I don't think this is DC. Maybe it is. I don't know. I'm sorry if I put it in the wrong spot. But this is Kurt Busiek's Astro City, Life in the Big City. So this has some Alex Ross stuff. Anderson's also on this book, and we got Kurt Busiek, obviously. So, yeah, don't really know too much about this. I think I've read a couple of issues maybe in here or related to Astro City. So more to come on that, but you can see here kind of the inside artwork. So pick this up, not for, $7. Pretty good deal, I would say, for that. And that is my DC stuff. So got a lot of small trades, nothing too big here for this portion of the video, but very excited to get that stuff and add it to my collection. So we'll get into the last section of this haul video, which is the independent comics. Okay guys, so welcome into the last section of this video, which is the independent stuff. So definitely got a lot of different publishers here. We'll go through them all, but yeah, very excited to have gotten some more independent work here. Very much have enjoyed a lot of the independent work I've read recently, so hoping to continue that trend. Okay, the first two trades kind of go together, and they're a little bit smaller in terms of size, and they are The Coldest Winter, a prequel to Atomic Blonde, which is also known as The Coldest City. So obviously the Atomic Blonde, I think, came out last year or 2 years ago as a movie, and decided to pick this up. I saw these both at a store for 50% off each, so they were $8 each, which was pretty good, I would say, and decided to pick them up. And these are kind of the same size as like Essex County or Blankets. They're a little bit smaller in terms of size. They're also black and white. So very much looking forward to reading these. These sound really interesting, and I honestly, before this I bought these, I honestly did not know that Atomic Blonde was based off of a movie, or based off of a comic. So very excited to get this and to give this a shot and read this up. So yeah, this seems right in my wheelhouse of what I would really like. So probably will end up reading these sooner rather than later. Next book I got here was the first trade of Umbrella Academy, which I know has been turned into a Netflix series, as the front cover here proclaims. This collects issues... Don't know. I'm assuming it's issues 1 through 6. Let's see. Yeah, 1 through 6. So I can show off some art here. Hopefully nothing's graphic. I don't think there is. So you can see there's some of the art. Very nice art going on here. I do like this style here by Gabrielle Ba, I believe, is who's doing the art. So we'll give this a read. We'll see if I like it, and might go out and get the rest of it. So yeah, very excited to get that and read this up. I don't know if that's really a phrase people use, but whatever. I just realized my stack is in shot here. Whatever. You guys can't see what it is. Next book I got here was a book that I actually asked my one friend that is a huge comic fan about, and he could not tell me what it is. So from what I read on the back, it looks like it's like a Mad Max type of story, and the art really jumped out to me. I thought this was really cool. Kind of reminds me of Bill Sienkiewicz a little bit, and that is The Few. So this is written by Sean Lewis, art by Hayden Sherman. Collects issues 1 through 6 of the series. And you can see here this is a good splash page to show. So kind of restricted color palette going on here. It's not black and white, it's not full color, it's kind of a mixture of a certain palette of colors here. So very excited to give this a read. As my friend said, he had no idea what this was. Got this for 50% off as well, so I got this for $10. And for 6 issues, this is a pretty thick trade, I would say. So very excited to give that a read, and we'll see how it goes. Fingers crossed. And the last 2 books here I got, story time with these. So I got these a while back from my friend Mike, who bought them for me. This was summer of 2019. And, or no, it might have been summer of 2020. Yeah, it was. So not that long ago, a year ago. And obviously because of COVID, we couldn't really meet up to exchange these books. So he just held on to them for a year. And then once I got to see him, after all of us got vaccinated, he exchanged these books with me. So now I can finally say I have this whole series collected. And that is the 2 compendiums for Walking Dead, volumes 4 and volume 3. Probably should have done volume 3 first and then volume 4, but whatever. This collects issues 97 through 144 of The Walking Dead. Damn, these books are heavy. And this collects issues 145 to 193 of The Walking Dead. So I now have all of Walking Dead collected in compendiums. Got these for $10 each at an Ollie's, which is insane. Again, cover price on these are $60. The fact that I got them for $10 is just insane. So I'm really excited to get that and start reading it. But yeah, now I have no excuses to not read Walking Dead. I have all 193 issues collected in some format. It's crazy. Every store we went to this weekend, there was those little trades of Walking Dead. And, excuse me. I'm so glad I did not go down that route. That would have been such a nightmare to collect and display and organize. So very happy to have gotten the compendiums instead. And we'll give them a read. So that is the independent stuff for my haul. And without further ado, let's get into the the outro for this video. All right, guys. So as you can see, I definitely did get a lot of good stuff at the Harrisburg comic trip this past few weeks or so ago. And honestly, just in retrospective, it was just very nice to hang out with all my friends again. All of us did get vaccinated, as I mentioned earlier, so felt safe traveling with them and shopping around with them and stuff. For the most part, all the stores mandated masks, so that was also kind of nice to be able to wear. I guess we wouldn't really consider it nice, but it was just something we had to deal with, which, you know, didn't really bother me that much. I'm kind of used to it by now, but yeah, and we got dinner, and it was such a nice time, and it's just really good to catch up with everyone again. It felt like we never missed a beat in terms of our friendship. So, but yeah, that was that. So hopefully next year we'll be able to do it again. And you know, it's crazy. I've been on what, 4 of these trips now. 3 one was out when I was in college, 3 after I graduated. So it's crazy how every time we do these trips, I always seem to find something I need to buy. And you would think by the 4th time that these stores would be like empty out of stuff, but really just was able to find a lot of good stuff this year. So I feel like that's more of a testament to my expanding palette for what I would like to read. So that's nice to see that as well. So, but yeah, hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to this channel to get some more videos for hauls. I have 73 other haul videos you guys can go check out. Stuff I've bought in the past few years or so. So definitely check those out. But until next time, guys, I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I will see you next time. Peace.